Wow. Not used to this. It's a little too low. Take a crouch down a little bit. How's that? Can you hear me now? I always wanted to do that. What do you think? Welcome everybody. Welcome back to Everyday Offroad. I'm Mike, and today we're going to be dealing with Gray, our 99 WJ Grand Cherokee Laredo with the 4-liter inline 6 automatic 242 transfer case. We got a little bit of work to do on him today. We watched the previous video. We still have a half a tank of the R134. We're going to top off his AC system. We have to deal with two other issues, one of which is a pulsating brake pedal. Pulsating brake pedal usually means that the rotor itself is messed up. The thickness of the two discs on the rotor face varies. That's where you get your pulsing. Now, most of the Grand Cherokees and Cherokees that I have gotten, I have had to replace the rotors right away. Some of them, the brake pulsing was so bad you couldn't even drive it. On Gray here, we have already replaced the passenger side rotor. We ran into a little bit of difficulty with the driver's side rotor, which we'll see in a moment. We also need to repair a tear in the exhaust pipe. When I say tear, I mean literally that. A small bracket has been forcibly removed from the pipe, and it caused the metal to tear. And it's not in a place you could easily fix. Now, Gray does have a loud exhaust to begin with, but the noise should be going out the back, not coming from underneath. So, grab yourself a beverage. I have mine around here somewhere. Back in double D. And let's get to wrenching. Come on. Oh, very much like double D. Our Ford is back there. Now, one of the problems with trying to reuse this is we cannot do the initial test, because the initial test requires this to be off the can. But in installing this, you puncture the top seal of the can. You could not remove the can without spewing all the R134 everywhere. So we're just going to do this one blindly. I keep hitting my head on the hood. I don't have that problem with double D. Clipped on. And you can see that. Almost midway. And it's give them a good shaking up. All right, enough of that. Let's get working on Gray's pulsating brake problem. Now, don't be freaked out. I have a jack and a jack stand and the opposite rear tire is chucked. That's a good tip. Always, when you're lifting up one corner, always chuck the opposite rear. You know, I'm lifting up the driver's front tire, so the passenger's rear tire gets chucked or chalked, blocked up, so we don't have any rolling issues. Now, like I said previously, what happens is these rotors, they get a little bit of difference in the thickness. Now, as you can see, these rotors have been on here for quite some time. Man, wow, good thing I gotta replace these rotors. These brakes are like brand new. At least they were. Okay, they were brand new. I have a slightly used pair of brakes. I also have another caliper, and I also have a spare bracket. One thing I don't like that I see here, see a nice shiny line right there? Let me point it out to you. That one. That's from the spring clip rubbing. Probably rubbed through. Alright, well, what we need to do, we need to get this caliper off. That's our first thing, we get the caliper off, so we can work on getting that caliper bracket off. We have to remove the caliper bracket because it will not allow the rotor to come off on its own. So, let me go get some tools, get this guy turned, and let's start doing some wrenching. What do you think? I'm going to put you down on a solid mount so I'm not doing the shakiness. There is no image stabilization on this camera. Alright, see you in a few. Alright, let's try this again. Like the, you can see this now, that's good, I like that. Get you a little oriented here. Brake line into the caliper. This down here is our caliper bracket that our caliper bolts to. There's our caliper mounting hardware inside there. Down here you can see one of the caliper bracket mounting bolts. We need to loosen up this caliper so we can remove it off and get the brake shoes out. Now, our main problem before, now we previously have done the other side. The passenger side's done. Has a new rotor on, nice brakes, perfect. This side is still giving us a bit of pulsation. Like I said before, the pulsation comes from uneven wear. Nobody turns rotors anymore. It's more cost effective to change the rotor, which we have. We have one from our previous WJ. We did a brake job about, I had to say like a month before the transmission gave out, and we gave up on it and scavenged as much parts as we could, brakes being one of them. We have another rotor. I have another caliper. I'm not sure if it's this caliper or not. I'm not breaking into the hydraulics of it. The caliper will be removed and hung up over there somewhere out of the way. But we do have another bracket, another caliper bracket if needed. The plan for today: take the caliper off, take the brakes out, and try to extract this bolt. Now, I've hammered other sockets on. I mean, when I mean hammered, I mean railed on it with a BFH. And all I was able to do was to keep rounding this over. There is literally almost no flats on this hex anymore. I'm going to give it one more shot with hammering a socket on there. Then we get out the circle wrench, what I call a circle wrench, Hey, editor, pop up what a definition of circle wrench is. Pop it out right here. See that? That's what I'm talking about. Thanks. Get this bracket off. That way we can get our rotor off. Then we can put our new, well, previously owned rotor on. Get them all buttoned back up. I gotta check these brakes out, see how good those are. I said I have a spare set of brakes. And that should take care of our pulsating brake problem. Should. Now, right now, I'm going to go and give these guys a little squirt of water. One of my favorite chemicals. Oh, God, I love that smell. All right. Let him rest for a couple seconds while I go get my my socket. Let's see if the old Craftsman can give these guys a couple ugga duggas. Hey, Hank. First, make sure. Woohoo! Boy, that would have been bad. In the wrong direction. Woohoo! Old Craftsman got the snot yet. Don't underestimate the old guys. Really should use a screwdriver for that. Spring clip done. I don't know if you can see the nice shiny spots. While doing this, came out a little bit. All right, that one's out enough. Let's try to get him just a little bit more. There we go. That's the way to do it. Pull him all the way out. Didn't need that. Okay. Caliper bolts are now out of the way. Let's work our caliper up and off. Ooh, crusties. Up and out of the way. This tire menagerie right here. Oh, look at that. Huh. Seems I have forgotten to remove a socket. Luckily, that did not interfere with the ABS wire. So, well, we got it there. Let's see about getting that bolt off. Let's work the ABS wire out here. Last thing I need to do is replace an ABS sensor. Alright, that is now out of our way. Let's get this particular bolt out. I can do this better laying down. So used to working under a Jeep on my back. Now you don't want to come up. Now it shows you how bad that is. That was hammered on almost 2 weeks ago, and it has yet to come off. Now let's get you guys homed in on that is our culprit. I'm going to try hammering on one more socket, and if that don't work, you know what we're getting. You saw it down here before. Hey editor, what is it that we're going to use again? Alright. Let's go get a BFH. You guys know what a BFH is. If you own a Jeep, you have several BFHs. And I'm not talking good friends. Get a BFH, hammer a socket on there, and see if we can wrench to glory. I must say this right now at this point in time. You should always wear some type of eye protection. Mine's laying over here for some stupid reason. They're sunglasses, but they are actually safety glasses that are tinted. Now that's an old bonnet socket. Let's see if the Craftsman can sod him off. Nope. Rounding him over. Alright. It's time. It's time. When grinding, something like that, face shield. Alright? I don't care how much of a muscle man you are, how awesome you think you are. It'll take one spark in the wrong place to make you a little baby. Usually it's right in the eyes. Okay. Got my grinding disc. I got my bolt. I got my location where I'm going to start my grinding. I'm going to try to keep from hitting the steering knuckle itself. But some of you are probably saying, well, why don't you use a cut-off wheel and get in there? I can't find my cut-off wheel. Really? You can't find your cut-off wheel? Yeah, can't find my cut-off wheel. So I'm going to go in just on top of this integrated washer, and I'll grind the head off. And then I'll just work the material off till it gets down to the weak point, and I will take a punch and hammer it and get this off. Once this is off, everything can just slide straight off. Alright, so let's see, should I do this while you guys are watching? You guys need a face shield? Do we need to put the face shield on, you guys? That ain't gonna work. In fact, I'm a little leery about doing this with the camera sitting right there. Alright, you guys are getting shut off because I need to move over. I need to move myself over here where you guys are at, because I'm gonna end up ruining that steering knuckle there. So see you guys in a few minutes. Caliper bracket loose. You can see. Rotor is not. Rotor is on there solid. I'm gonna hit the bejesus out of this. First I need to find where his bejesus is, and then I'm gonna hammer it out. So let me go get my BFH and my safety glasses. Of the lug holes. Always gives a helping hand. And I found out, let's see, right there's his bejesus, and we're going to hammer it out of there. Ho! Watch out with the backswing, guys. Bracket came off. Oh, now rotor. Ooh, yummy. Show you what the back of the rotor, the caliper bracket looked like. I think he was stuck on there. Let's go over, put his nuts in a vise, and see if we can't work him out. Come on, let's go. This is where our hitch mounted vise comes in handy. He come in handy. All right. Nope. Oh. We got some movement. Try to work a little bit of that into the threads. Almost tried it by hand. Tired of looking at that? Me too. Let's blast them. Get all the gunk out of that. Some of you may say, oh, well, you're just shining up the rust. Not with that bad boy. The nitty gritty. There's a nitty gritty. What we're going to do is we're going to put our rotor on, our replacement rotor that we have in the back of Gray, mount our bracket and put everything all back together, and hope for the best. Hope for the best. Yeah. Cheers. Ooh, look at that. That's nice. That's sweet. What I am going to do, I'm going to hit. Ooh, kneel down here first. Hit this guy up with the wire wheel. Get all this crustiness off, so that we don't need him behind the rotor. So let me go get all my stuff together, and we'll get on this. Alright, all buttoned back up. We got our caliper bracket bolted back up with a little bit of anti-seize on the bolts. We got our caliper in, we got our new brakes, well, newer brakes, and we have a different retainer clip that will not be rubbing on the rotor. So now all it's left to do is get these guys off, spray this down with some brake clean, throw a tire on, put them back on the ground, and take them out for a little whoop-we-do around the block and see what happens. I'll bring you back then. And there you have it. How you fix a pulsating brake problem on a 99 to 04 Grand Cherokee WJ. Now, sadly, we did not get to the exhaust repair. That'll be coming up in one of the next few videos. One of the other things we're going to be doing here with Gray, we're going to be putting a 3 to a 4-inch lift on him, mainly to alleviate what we believe the previous owner did to him, which was, we believe he lowered him. Now, we are not going to be putting pucks, we're not going to be putting spacers in. We are going to be doing lifted coils all around. All four corners are getting lifted coils. Very much like Double D back here. It may be a while because we, well, say the truth, right now we are not monetized, meaning we do not get paid to do any of this. Alright? That means all this comes out of my pocket. And right now, I cannot afford to go out and buy a full lift kit. So, we will be piecemealing it together bit by bit. So, we will take you along as we do that on Gray here. So, I'd like to thank you guys for stopping by today, watching the video, tooling around, rolling around the ground with me. If you like the video, give us a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more and you want to keep up with what's going to happen to Gray here, click the subscribe button. And once you click the subscribe button, you can hit the notification icon, the little bell. That will notify you when I post new content. And if you have anything to say, good, bad, otherwise, concerns, questions, feel free to post them in the comments below. So, for Everyday Off-Road, I'm Mike. This is Gray. We'll catch you guys later.